Hey guys, so we're back here at our West End cottage refurbishment. So come with me. We're just going on 2 weeks. We've been on site for 2 weeks. I'll give you an update of where we're at in here. So the boys have actually absolutely smashed it out with all the demolition and the stripping. So we know what we're working with now. And we've also had our plumber, electrician, and a couple of our trades on site to just establish exactly what they need to do on site, so that when they turn up to do the rough-ins, there's no headaches and no sort of unnecessary work or time wasted. They can get on site and just smash it out. We've also had the asbestos contractors in. If you can see up there in the hallway, we've actually had to barricade off one of the rooms. That room, for some reason, had 3 layers, I think it was, of floor coverings, and the very last one at the bottom, which I missed during my preliminary site works. All the others come back negative that I had tested. I missed that one had a 3rd layer on the bottom, and it's come back that it's the worst type of asbestos you can. It's got 90% asbestos in it. So we've had to barricade that room off. There's no work to be done in there, and we've got to get the contractors back. So that room will require a full sealed up room. It'll have to be positively pressurised. It'll have to be all sealed up, and it's got to be signed off by Workplace Health and Safety once the job's finished. So quite expensive room to get that one done. But in the entry here, we've stripped all the walls and ceilings. So this is all getting resheeted with new VJ board. We ripped the old ceiling out. We're going to sheet the new ceiling on the rake of the roof to give this room more height and to give it a little bit more character. This is actually the old veranda, but because of a few DA requirements and stuff, we're not returning it to a veranda. We're enclosing this and making it a study. We're ripping up all the floorboards in here because you can see this is actually the original decking. So we're going to rip this up. So we're just going through the clients at the moment. We did have a estimated figure in there to redo the flooring through the entire house. Now that we've ripped all the floor coverings up, we've seen it. There is a lot of patches, there's old decking, there's all types of garbage. So it's we're just working through that with the clients now. We probably are going to go with the fee for laying new flooring through the entire house, and that'll allow us to get all the floor levels correct as well. So it'll be a lot better outcome. This front bedroom, it's actually great. So we're not doing anything here. The ceiling's staying, walls are staying. You can see when we ripped off all the masonite, we found all this beautiful old beaded board on the ceiling. We're going to refix all that, straighten it up, and it'll just be gapped and painted and come up Mickey Mouse. There'll be a new timber cornice go in, new skirtings and architraves. That's it for this room. We found the original entryway, so hidden behind all the masonite. So not sure if it's picking up on there, but we've got a lot of detail in these timber posts. So we're actually going to express that. We're going to finish our new wall between all these posts and express that so you can see the detail. In this second bedroom, again, we've exposed all the VJ. So the ceiling's staying, we're going to tidy that up, and the VJ on the walls are staying. And you can actually see here, there's a head through there and the difference in the timbers. So you've got a really wide beaded board up top, and then you've got a VJ board underneath. That would have been a big opening at one stage, and there was probably a long living area or family room on this side of the house. We're going to leave that as is. We're going to tidy it up and prep it all, but the owner wants to keep a lot of the character of the original home. So that wall there will get tidied up, new mid-rail, dress it all up, and then we'll resheet the other 2 walls in this room with new VJ to match the existing. Again, all new timber cornice, new skirtings and architraves. So it's quite exciting, exposing all these old things in the old house and the original craftsmanship, how they're all checked, all the mid-rails are checked into the structural framework, and that it's really awesome. The hallway, so we're going to keep all the boards. We've exposed all this VJ, all beaded board in the hallway, so we're going to keep all that. We found that awesome piece of lead light there behind me. There's a few people giving some comments about what that actually looks like, so if you've got an opinion, let us know. But yeah, we'll keep all this ceiling, keep all the walls. We're going to tidy that old piece of lead light up and keep that. The boys have completed all the framing, so we've got new main bathroom and powder room. So we've screwed all the old flooring down, we've laid all our tile underlay, and we've framed it out for the new bathroom areas. So these are all ready for their rough-ins. Plumber will be on site later this week. Come back in here, this is going to be the master bedroom, so just got young Nick in here at the moment straightening the walls. So the boys are going around tidying up all the old framework, putting studs in where the spaces are too wide or they've been cut out or they need straightening. But this room here we're doing something different, so we're going to put acoustic insulation in all these walls to make it a bit more private for the clients. And then we'll resheet the entire room, including the ceiling. This ceiling's got a lot of water damage, so walls and ceiling in this room will be all sheeted with new MDF board to match the existing, and then we will put in new skirtings, architraves, a new mid-rail, so it all looks like it matches the old. And then if you come out the back here, this room's come a long way, so we've pulled out all the ceiling joists and we've cleaned all this room up, so now we've got a big high ceiling. We'll be able to get some ceiling fans in here, and you can see it's on a big rake. So again, we're going to line all the walls, we're going to line the ceiling with VJ in this area out here. While we're doing all this work, we're insulating this house, so we're going to insulate all the external walls, we're going to insulate the ceilings, and we're going to put anti-con blanket underneath the new roof sheeting. So we're only about 2 weeks away from getting the new roof on, so this job is coming up absolutely awesome. We found where there was an old fireplace or an old stove on the back of the house, so the boys have fixed all that framework up. One of the last bits of demo we've got to do is cut a few holes in this rear wall. We've got some new windows going there, a new rear door, and we're replacing all the rear stairs at the back of the house. So guys are absolutely doing an awesome job here. It's all coming together. You can see all the new framework, so anything that's not full length, that's broken, that's not straight, we're going through and we're putting brand new framing in and straightening it all up. And we're also getting the frame up to the new standards, so we're tying it all down, we're batten screwing everything, we're putting a rod in here and there where we have to, we're bolting some of the old beams. You can see up here behind me there's an old opening in that wall there where there's no studs, so we've got to pull out that timber and continue all these studs up to the top plate. So there's a lot of work and a lot of detail that goes into restoring these old homes and these old cottages, but the finished product's going to be smick.